I know a lot of you are new, so let me give you a little history on who I am. My name is Masati, like I said, and through the years, over the decade that I've studied over 100,000 individuals one on one. So that's a lot of case studies, not in group settings, but one on one, working on them individually. I've learned about, say, transformations from a very deep level. Okay, and I call that, say, a consciousness level or a timeless level. And I want to talk about the science there, because the changes that I've gotten over the decade has been fantastically amazing. I mean, off the charts amazing. And I know it really pushes the concepts of what science knows about, say, DNA or epigenetics or health and transformation. And by the way, this isn't just about health, but we're here at the Get Well Show, so we're going to focus it in on health. But all aspects of your life, say, can transform and has for hundreds of thousands and counting. So where did I get this knowledge? Where did I get this intelligence? Well, we are built in. This knowledge is built in. But unfortunately, most of us, through our hereditary patterns and, say, the de-evolution or of our DNA, we start to have a lot of padding or have a lot of filters that don't allow us to be, say, our brilliant self or our best possible self. Hence, we get into situations and diseases or any form of lack. So I've had 2 near-death experiences, and it's allowed me to, say, transcend this physical form. Literally extend my consciousness. And that's a mistake right there. So let me just back up. It's not that my consciousness extends. Right? And most people think that, your consciousness rises. But in fact, and we'll talk about the logistics of consciousness, but in fact, your identity or the sense of who you are, right, rises into higher levels of consciousness. So that's key. So through the first near death, it allowed me to be aware of, say, all the possibilities that we could be. Okay, and all of this you can find out on my website, masajati.com, or if you take a look at the podcast, Xponential Intelligence, starting with an X instead of an E, you'll get to know the science behind it all. So backing up, the first near death allowed me to understand the possibilities or what consciousness is about. The second near-death experience allowed me to, really understand how to reprogram the consciousness and your DNA to get fantastic results. So some of the fantastic results that I talk about is, people cure themselves. And the key word is they cure themselves. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a health professional. None of those in any way. So whatever I say, do your own. Well, there's not a lot of research out there because it's way ahead of what science is out. It's way ahead of what science is about right now. However, if it feels right to you, again, do some of the research on like quantum mechanics and quantum physics, and we start to understand what this field is about. So the second near death allowed me to start to rewire you from a very different level. And, the first few years that I was doing this, I didn't know what I was doing, but people were getting very, very like astounding results, transformations. And, towards the years, close to a decade now, I've had, the wonderful experience of, understanding and downloading information. So using the consciousness or using the intelligence within that consciousness to, again, heal fantastically. People recover of stage 4 cancers, or they recover of, severe limitations, or, they start looking more younger, more youthful. They start looking more vibrant. And these are just physical issues, but, their health gets better. Their relationships get better. Their money situations get better. So it's all aspects, and that's where you want to be.